back-to-back wins under your belt. How much confidence has that given the squad, and how much do you feel that has been needed at Dundee?
I think in this period it's been very helpful for one our league position, but I think the performances have been the positive thing. And going back to the Morton one, I think now on the back of those two, that was a decent performance, but we've been here before where we seem as if we've turned the corner and there's a bit of consistency there, but we've failed because we went on 3 times this season. We've been on runs that have seen us lose 3 games in a row, and that's not near good enough for this football club, so we're wary of that. We're also very wary that Arbroath are a good side and they're not caring what's happening at Dundee or how many good performances or good results we've had. They're coming down to get 3 points for their own cause, which is the same as ours. They're battling with us at the top end of the league, so it's came at a good time that we seem to have turned the corner, but we need to make sure that's what we've done and we're consistent, and that goes for now at the end of the season.
And we saw Dundee United moving 21 points clear at the end of the week last week. I mean, how important is it, do you feel, that Dundee secure that second spot this season?
At the minute I'm not too bothered about what position we finish in, as long as we need to finish in the playoffs. Now that maybe sounds a bit as if I'm being pretty negative. I'm not. I'm looking at it from a point of view where there's 4 or 5 teams really tight, so it'd be foolish, I think, for me to say second's our only aim. It'd be very disrespectful of me, I think, as well, to the other teams that have worked ever so hard to be in a good position as well. So we need to take one game at a time. I believe in the performances. If we keep showing that level of performance and consistency from now to the end of the season, then the league table will take care of itself. What we need to do is come the end of the season that we're in a good position to give ourselves the best possible chance. Now people will say that's finishing second, of course it is, but it takes away a couple of games if you do that. But also we need our performances to be at a higher standard as well, so we're looking no further than this next game, and then we've got, as I say, we've got 4 games in 14 days, which will be a real key period in our season. So after that we'll be a bit more clear on where we are and what we're trying to do round about us. But I say one thing at a time, and that's taking care of Arbroath. And we keep doing that and we keep picking up 3 points and being consistent, then we'll be fine.
How important does it make the victory against Arbroath going into this key part of the season, and also the fact that Arbroath, who themselves say their only aim is to stay in the league, are really punching above their weight this season and could leapfrog if they win? Yeah,
and I think they will be there come the end of the season. I think they'll still be there or thereabouts the playoffs. They're a threat. They can beat any team, which they've shown this season, and they're a good side that have been used to winning games as well. So the big thing is that it's a team that's close round about us in the league. We're at home, so we need to take the game to them, put them under pressure, and like last Saturday before the game, come away with maximum points for our own cause, not for anything else. But we need to make sure that we're building on our performances and continuing to be consistent and be positive in what we're doing. It does help that we're playing Arbroath, or if we get the result that they're a team there or thereabouts, but at the minute it's still far too early. And I know Dick's saying that. I think the job he's done is great, and he's saying that they want to stay in the league, but there's no way that's the case. They want to be in the playoffs, and they believe that with how well they've done, that they've got every right to be where they are in the league, so they'll come down full of confidence.
And Cammy Kerr was just back from his injury. How pleasing is it to have him back at this point of the season as well? He seems really eager to get back into things.
Yeah, I thought he was great when he came on. He'd done a really good job sitting there, and with a league to protect in horrible conditions on a difficult pitch as well. So he went on, and 15 days out with knee surgery, it was a great turnaround. So credit to him and the medical staff, Jerry as well, and the doctors, that they got him back. Credit to Cammy's professionalism, that he's a fit lad anyway, so I had no problems putting him on. But he's back, Jordan McGee's back, Jamie Ness is there or thereabouts. He's trained the last 2.5 days. He's done most of the session on Monday, trained today and yesterday as well. So getting those fit and getting them back in the squads came at a good time. As I say, we've got a lot of games coming up and the squad will be pushed, but that's why we believe we've built a decent squad that we can change if need be, and if people pick up little niggles, then we've got the backup of the other players that can come in and do that. So now we're happy he's back. Jordan will be back this week as well, so we're looking healthy in that front.
You talked about consistency, James, in terms of preventing the slip-ups that you've had in the season earlier in the season. Is that a message that you need to drum into your players more now than maybe you had to earlier in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think last week I said that we can't afford another slip like the three we've had. It's been poor in terms of that, so we know that. We know we're at a vital stage in the season, and I think the players are responding to that as well. I think you can see that they're taking that on board. That's not an excuse for the slip-ups earlier, but I think you can see now that they realise that we're at a point in the season where it's critical that we perform, and with the performances we'll pick up results.
Does it change your day-to-day management? Do you need to hold more meetings or...?
No, nothing in that sense has changed. We still have a video stuff through the week and whatnot, but no, it doesn't change that. The players know, deep down, a lot of them have been in the game a long time. There's lots of experience in that squad as well, so they know where we are at the minute.
And in terms of being back in the playoffs now, does that give you and the players any more comfort?
No, we know where we are, that we need to win games. We need to finish in a position in the league that gives us a chance to get out this league. So in the same token, I'm saying we're not too worried about where we are at the minute, and all our focus is on second. It's not, but at the minute we're not happy we're in the playoffs either, because there's too many teams close by us. The league is too tight. You've seen last night as well with a massive result for Morton. They now jump a couple of places as well, so they come back into the reckoning, and that'll be the case until you're mathematically certain of being in those positions. But that's a long way off, so we need to be consistent. We need to pick results up, and we just need to take care of Dundee. Don't worry about what else is going on, but just make sure come May time that we're in a good position that gives us the best chance of going and getting out of this league.
And team news for this weekend?
Everybody's training and available apart from Jordan Marshall.
Are you surprised at how tight it is in that area of the league, and given the fact that at the start of the season people might see Arbroath as one who would be fighting relegation, but they're quite the opposite?
No, I'm not surprised. Whether it would have been Arbroath or whoever was up there, Alloa have been the two part-time teams, Alloa and Arbroath, I think the two of them have been good. Credit to their players and the management at both clubs. They've done really well in the season, and Alloa were great out there, as were Arbroath, so quickly I knew that there'd been no surprises with any results that those two teams picked up, and the two of them Alloa are a bit behind Arbroath at the minute, but the two of them are doing well, and they'll continue to do that because they've got good players, good managers, and they're good teams, so it's no real surprise. Whoever's at the bottom or whoever's chasing us at the minute, then I'm not surprised by it. Disappointed where we are, of course, but what's going on round about is I'm not surprised by any team. And when I look at the results, even last night, when you see the two away teams winning it, it's not a surprise in this league that if you're not at it, and that's what we need to stand up and have a look at as well. If we're not at it on Saturday, it'll be the same. And Arbroath will come down here, and they've got the players and the ability to come down here and win if we're not at it. So we just need to, I keep going back to, we need to take care of Dundee and make sure that we're right come Saturday, and then it's one game at a time, Saturday, Tuesday for the next 14 days. So it's a busy period, but it's a really important period in our season.